Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Beverlyn Langdon and I'm happy to have you here. I'm excited that you've joined me today. Today I'm going to bring you the third and final part of the Trotro Diary series. Today we are focusing on the drivers, the annoying habits they have, just like the mate, just like you the passenger. Today our focus is on the drivers, and so I'll share some with you, and then if I don't mention an experience, an encounter that you had, just do well to leave it in the comment section. And so I'll be back to tell you what I have discovered. Now this episode is going to be a bit different. Would have a driver reacting to some of the points, and so as you see me in and he also coming in and all that, so when you see those things, know that a driver is reacting to the pointers that I've given.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Well, the senior Trotro driver from School Junction, Sankutia Dringano.
Now the first point I want to share with you is when Trotro drivers play loud music in the Trotrto. I mean, Adam, you sit, especially when you sit in front with the driver.
Be serious.
See, the music is so loud that what you're listening to in your earpiece, you cannot even hear, and you don't know why they make the music so loud.
I don't agree with you.
Why?
Sometimes you being the passengers, the way you talk to the drivers to lower the volume of the music is at times wrong. We are all human beings. If somebody is doing something that does not favor you, there are so many ways to kill a cat. You have the ways and means to draw attention of the person or the driver. You don't just have to go forward and shout at the driver, "Hey, my friend, driver, lower the volume of the music." For instance, if you do that thing to me, I'll just open it loudly. Mr. Well, I'll do it. Yes, but if you just tell me, driver, just lower your music, I'll do it for you.
Then we have Trotro drivers who keep quiet or do not comment when their Trotro mates are being very rude to passengers. Sometimes the attitude of mates, particularly not the mistake or the wrongdoing of a passenger. The mate sometimes is just rude, okay? So sometimes it's interaction with the passenger. You expect that the driver, who is oftentimes older than the mate, would say something, but they pretend as if they are not even in the Trotrto. And then the way the mates speak to passengers, I get that sometimes some passengers can be annoying and all that, but sometimes the way a mate responds to a passenger's question, the way he reacts to what a passenger says, sometimes the rudeness, the insults are not necessary. And I for one expect that the driver would, say something to the mate or something, but nothing of the sort happens. And you just don't understand why the driver wouldn't say anything.
For instance, I don't tolerate my mate on that issue. Being like I say, talking to passengers on Ashway, no. I will not tolerate that. But at times, most of the passengers are also trouble causeless. Especially about the Lolo fare. The person knows say 1 cedi 50 pesos. I can't say 1 cedi and super common in council. Instead of the passenger to just plead, oh la and was saying, "One year da." But we will say that confusion about. Maybe you can business here is more there. Me being the driver, back the Stiano, may call me the air coson. So me mate me can't need the air, so I'll just stop him. Because I have the overall authority on him. I have every control over him. So I have to stop him. I don't have to just look at him to go beyond the limits. Most of the fault also come from the passengers. At times, if some of the passengers get inside the car, they just face their earphones in their ears, concentrating on their phone, chatting, WhatsApping, and doing so many sorts of things. It is not helping. So the mates at times ask, but somebody alert at, let's say, Botiano or Boche Junction, no response. As soon as the driver take the inner lane and then start speeding up, we see the passenger shouting, "Driver, our light here! Our light here!" Before you realize then, how we would not come that it just be at all. Sometimes the driver no inner lane. How do you expect the driver to join the outer lane and then drop you? Into was what come about stop for. At the next bus stop. And then before you realize confusion in the car. Problem so hey driver Jimmy Force insulting the driver. Which is also not happen. So to the passenger side, I also advise them at times if you come and join the car, that is the inside the car is not your home. So just concentrate before you alight, then you go out and do whatever you want to do. It's not in the car that you are coming to chat with your boyfriend or girlfriend and mommy, daddy and so on and so forth. It will not help you.
Another point is Trotro drivers who try to dodge traffic and end up in worse traffic. If you are or dodge traffic now, never sim crown is even worse than the first one. And we are like, you know that when you follow this traffic, you would move, even though it's slow. But they want to prove a point to you that they know the route more than you. And then they will go and run, then enter worse traffic. Wasting time. Okay, see, the budget can naka. Okay, see, oh, to me, I see form. Okay, see, when the end, and then the way some drivers will deal with if you don't know, and you say they are matter. It's drivers, no. And then we have drivers and mates switching seats. Sometimes when they are driving, I don't know who is the mate and then who is the driver. They are driving, and when they get to some points, they stop, and then the mate goes, and the driver comes in here. I don't get that switching. I mean, you are carrying human beings, okay? And so if not for anything, you need to make sure that the safety of the people you are carrying is paramount to you. If you are using the people in the car as your practice time, what are you trying to tell us? You drive, and at a point the mates go sit the drivers, and then, so we are like, wait. So the one we thought was a driver was just practicing or using us as whatever he thought he was using us for the driver to come in when maybe we are getting to a police barrier or something. Charlie, our lives, we have just one life, and so we do not expect Trotro drivers to just play with our lives by switching seats with their mate when we don't even know who is the driver, who is the mate.
You see, at times you see some passengers and drivers, mate and drivers exchanging seats or steer. I don't think that driver need anyone in steer be my mate on your perfect.
So why do you switch?
We switch because maybe driver need to steer next, Maybe I don't so I can. Maybe so I encounter serious problem. Why not steer next, How may you know? So what you are saying? And I'm moreover, so say mate no so for passengers ni bia move a ni nsam ntimi me head man me for passengers nti before say driver dey carry my passenger no mate no why assess mate no I will say no, this mate has get to this level that he can carry passengers from this town to another town or from this stage to another stage before the driver will hand the steer to the mate. The driver will not just get down and say mate come for the steer while the mate know nothing about the car. We have most of the mates that are qualified drivers having licenses, but they are not having cars to drive. At times you see two drivers working in a car. One pretend to be a mate and another will be a driver. In some minute now, be a good driver say be back to me. The car in manner. I don't know if I have given the steer or the car to mate who knew nothing about the car. My life is also at stake in the car. Medical animal mate means see me so movie. In case of any danger, I'm also part of it. And I can say, one corner about me and tongue. It's true. It's true. There's no smoke without fire. An eagle does never go to the market center unless there's something. Until that Indian one the car still have my mate.
And then we have drivers who change their destination in the middle of the road. Say perhaps they'll load second, and then they pick us. We are going because he heard Kaneshi, so you join the bus. But getting to Circle, he realizes that perhaps the one going to Kaneshi, they're just one person or two people. Then they change that. Okay, then their last stop will be at Circle, and then they give you to another bus. Sometimes they will not even tell you that this is what we are doing. You just get there and then they turn you over.
Thank you, Madam Beverly, for your good points. I love and I do cherish your points. Good one there. Fantastic points. I love it and I like it. Let's go well. Yes. For the first point, I would say it's not just like that. Say a passenger, say driver, while loading so of course say Kaneshi. Now be who at the spot. as soon as you get to, let's say, Carnage, he just give you a car without telling you anything. In every work, we have strategical ways and means. Yes, and every work has its own rules and regulations. I'm a driver and I've loaded from Kaswa going to Carnage or Circle as a last stop. I do not get Circle passengers plenty. And then looking at the time, maybe, imagine there will be a heavy traffic at that time at Circle. Meanwhile, some try to work Carnage, so I'm saying passengers at work Kaswa. Until I being the driver, I have to find some ways and means to talk to you, the passengers, and then give you to another car.
But most drivers don't talk to passengers. They just transfer you to another bus.
Yeah. That is not respect.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I concur with you. It's not a respect. You already say you talk to the passenger, how many passengers for every bedroom and say many pardon. And I say many fault to be. Who bet me the nuclear blue money so. If you can't say bet me alcohol, you wait and pump your mamma car for fraud. Na mate no so said woman na yen nipa mo aduma na ye and nipa mo aduma ye no so at times it needs more attention and more patience. You have to always calm down. Send your baby passenger for no so no mo na wo be say say your money ba bi ma bi na ye den nam na wo ye nipa mo aduma nti wo be bri o money so be a car na your fault, then you give them another car, you pay for them off problem they go their way. As simple as ABCD. When you are there, you just come to fighting like Buko Maku and Matasi in the car. No. That's why I will not help.
Thank you for watching this very special episode. Listowell says thank you for watching him. Now don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share this video so that we can all learn a thing or two. See you next time. Bye. Take care.
See you all. We love you all. Bye bye.